And mental health has been a big struggle for a lot of people during the pandemic.
And September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and this year it's more important than ever and to have that open conversation about it. Our Janice Allen joins us live to better explain. Janice?
Right. Annie, Doug, you guys know all of our lives have just been turned upside down by this pandemic. And as we work to stay safe, we can't ignore that there are many stressors out there that may be causing people to struggle right now.
There's so many challenges right now with what I call FO 20, the fear of the unknown 20, and not quite sure what's going to happen, when it's going to happen.
2020 has been a tough year trying to navigate a new normal with so many changes related to COVID-19.
Going back to school, bullying, financial loss, job loss, heartbreak. So many relationships are changing, having to be at home. All of those things cause pain.
And Bonnie Woodrick says pain is ultimately what causes suicide.
Pain is the common denominator of all suicides, and we do not talk about it like that. You do not have to have a mental health illness diagnosis to suffer from anxiety, depression, or those suicidal thoughts and actions.
Woodrick founded the nonprofit I Understand in 2014 after losing her husband to depression, working to change the conversation surrounding suicide.
We support those that have lost a loved one to death by suicide or struggle with a mental health illness. Stigma is the #1 reason why people don't reach out for help. They're afraid of what other people are going to think.
And now when many of us are still social distancing and maybe staying home more than usual, it's even more important to check on friends and family and keep an eye out for signs they may need help.
If you're noticing irritability, if you're noticing change in behavior, if somebody is a little bit more quiet or maybe defiant, those are signs. If someone is maybe not showing up on time or maybe not showing up, those are all signs. It takes one person to understand. Will you be that one? Let them know that you will be the one for them if needed. That is so important.
Also important, Woodrick says, is offering support to those who may be grieving loved ones they've lost.
And so often when it comes to suicide, people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to bring it up. They have fear that maybe they're going to say the wrong thing. But we want to hear their names. That's probably the most important thing that I could offer anyone, is to share a story, share a memory, say their name.
And coincidentally, Woodrick released a book just today called I Understand: Pain, Love, and Healing After Suicide. I Understand also has a big fundraiser coming up next week in honor of National Suicide Prevention and Awareness Day, which is September 10th. We have linked details about both of those, along with resources if you or someone you know is struggling in this story at fox17online.com. Back to you in studio.
All right. Thank you for that, Janice.